Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapping. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas say trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. This an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah. Hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, oh well. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the stone.
Well, hold on.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
I got hairy legs.
Testing, 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 testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1845 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and Leslaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole back with another episode. And today's episode of the Mancast is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you beaches. What's going on, fam? Welcome to the show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified every single day. Live on YouTube, the Daily Swole channel, and of course, Apple Podcast and Spotify. Make sure you leave a review and share with your friends. Everyone hit the like button right now and hit that share button. If you got a special someone that needs some knowledge cock, now is the time to send it their way. We are going to jump right into today's episode as per usual. Drop a comment down below. What's going on, fam? Miss Raven, Kashina, MN, Cody, what up, Beesh? Danny, how we doing? Nick, what up, son? Mike, Jen, Josh, everyone is here. Cerny, James, Christine, Anna, Siobhan. I can go on for days. What's going on, fam? Let's get into a couple of the latest things that we got coming up. We got a big announcement because yesterday we had our weekly accountability meeting. So round of applause to everyone that showed up. Yes, everyone that showed up. If you didn't catch it yet, if you were working, you missed it, you couldn't stay for the whole thing, make sure you check the top of the private Facebook group. It's pinned there, and also inside Priority Access in Swole TV. That's the best way to go watch it. So go check it out. It's inside Swole TV. We had some new releases. We got a new yoga class. We got a new blog on the 7 Pillars blog. You could check that out at swolenormousx.com/blog. And we had new recipes, which were awesome, delicious recipes. So I hope you enjoy all of those. Get some more gorillas. Let's get a little Shoryuken. Very nice. So yesterday's episode is available. And if you never want to miss a single episode, you want to catch them all, because we got some big stuff coming up. You could join over there at swolenormousx.com. Make sure that you check the show notes down below, the description, and also at the bottom of your screen, because we got a big event coming up. We got a big event. We got two.
What's What's in the box?
We got fucking two. We got the first one. We got Nuts on Chin Unplugged. This Thursday, May 27th. May 27th, we have, this is day after tomorrow, we have a Swole TV special event. Swole TV special event. This Thursday, and we're going to do it at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, this Thursday inside Swole TV. So don't miss it. It's going to be lit. I don't know what we're going to watch. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be fucking phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. So this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Nuts on Chin Unplugged, Swole TV special event. We got a couple clips over here on the Swolenormous channel, as well as the Daily Swole channel. Alabama lifts 27-year-old ban on teaching yoga in public schools for silly reasons. Make sure your kids are moving, they're bending. You don't have to worry about them worshiping Satan. It's just touching your toes and shit. It's breathing. Yeah, you don't have to get spiritual about it. You can just fucking practice yoga. It's good for you. It's good for you. Just
come on, man.
Calm down. Just make sure you don't rub any man's legs in the pool. You know what I mean? Make sure you don't do that, because then it's going to be a little bit...
I got hairy legs.
Yes, we know. It's going to get a little bit weird. It'll get a little bit weird, and probably some legal issues there. Also, right here on the Daily Swole channel, physical activity versus exercise. What's the difference? What is the difference? Nobody knows. Well, actually, many people know. I know, and I talk about it in this clip right here on the Daily Swole channel. So check all those out. And of course, last but not least,
What's in the box?
last but not least, we got some balls deep for SwoleFam gorillas coming up next week. So a week from yesterday. So there's like 6 days remaining. 6 days remaining. We got balls deep for summer coming up, 12 noon Eastern Time. The same time, it's going to be pretty much an epic accountability meeting, but we're welcoming in the second half of the year. We are moving into the second half very quickly. And there's only 6 or 7 months left in the year. We're already at the halfway point. We're getting there. We're right freaking in the middle of it. So now is the time. Now is the time to start making those changes and to start thinking about things differently, because you might not have done it in 2020. You might not have done it for fuck your resolution season. You might not have started this year. But let me tell you, the world's not going to be getting any easier. It's not going to be getting any nicer. It's not going to be getting any smoother. You need to keep your head down. You need to stay focused. You need to keep your fucking eyes on the fucking prize. You need to be following your 7 pillars. You need to surround yourself with amazing people like the SwoleFam. And we are kicking off balls deep for summer season. The red, white, and swole, baby. America, motherfuckers. We're coming up on it. So Monday, May 31st, 12 noon Eastern Time. Big time releases, and I'm excited about it. What we got here?
USA, greatest country in the world.
Super stoked. Super stoked. All right, so make sure you are ready for all that. Mark your calendars. That being said, we got a nut to bust open. Are you ready, Beaches? Are you ready? I know you're probably... Yes, we all know you're ready, Falcon. We all know you're ready. Let's bust this nut wide open. Are you ready, fam? Cover your nips. And would you smash today? Drop in the comments below for the busting of the nut. Put some respect on it. Peace. Very nice. Yes, Falcon is excited. Falcon is excited. Where's the Falcon? There you go. You weren't even showing up. Why did you not show up? There you go. Falcon's excited. Hashtag Tainty Magoosh. Remember, check the scroll down below. Don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. You heard it here first, fam.
man.
You know, Grandpa, you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Now, what is a Tainty Magooch? Exactly what you don't want to be. That's what you're seeing in the news all the time. It's what you see. All the gunch, all the bullshit, the jabronis, very, very close to very close to being just full-blown tainties. It's the worst of the worst. You don't want to be a Tainty Magooch. So let this Swole card, if you are the winner of today's Swole card, let this be a reminder that you don't want to be a biche, you don't want to be a boosh, you don't want to be Tainty Magooch. So that's a reminder. I got to stay the fucking course. 7 pillars, motherfuckers. 7 pillars. Don't be a biche. Don't be a boosh. You don't want to end up like Tainty Magooch. Don't want to end up like Tainty Magooch. No one does. Trust me. No one does. No one does. No one does. All right, fam. It's time for the tip. Babe, just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, today's first post, we got something special from Kat. All right, Kat writes, "Hey fam, I missed today's accountability meeting because I had my department physical today. This was a comprehensive physical that certifies me to work as a firefighter for another year. I passed barely, but I passed. I also did better than last year. I know that if I hadn't joined this community, that I probably would not have passed, even if it has only been 20 days. Since my last physical, I'm down 3% body fat, have improved lung capacity and function, increased flexibility, increased my VO2 rating from 8.1 METs to 8.7 METs, and now have a goal of 9.5 to 10 METs for next year and getting down to 160 pounds and below 30% body fat. I know that I can get there as long as I keep at it and that this community will keep me honest. #SwoleFam. I've been doing a low carb diet for the last few months after I failed the pack test in April. I kind of forced by shifting into it because I am the best cook out of all of us. Today, my captain asked me if we were done with the diet because I had passed my physical. He pouted when I told him that it would be a long while before we went back to eating the way we were. I don't really have a desire to go back to eating shitty carbs and foods. Eating shitty food makes me feel like shit. Shocker. It's really interesting how you stop craving foods after you detox from them. I tried a fig/granola bar thing that had been gifted to us for EMS Appreciation Week, and I felt bloated and nauseous for 2 days. I don't really have the heart to tell him that this is a permanent diet change for me. If you're wondering, my cooking is still the tits. Captain just misses garlic bread and shit. Well, good for you. Anyone that doesn't like it, we got something for him. We got something for anyone that doesn't like it.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. That's what you want. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You don't want to go back. This is a great example, and a lot of you can drop your own stories down below. I'll read a couple of them in a second, so drop that down below. Your experience with going back to eating something that you used to eat. That's one of the most humbling things. And once you start really focusing on food quality and you're really focused on your nutrition and you're eating properly, your taste buds reset, you feel great, you get rid of the bloating, you get rid of the nausea, you get rid of the migraines, get rid of the joint pain, you just feel better overall. You will notice every little nuance, every little thing that takes you down a peg like a hair. You will notice every little change and every little difference that makes you not feel awesome or makes you feel less awesome. Seriously, because now your standard, now your 0 point is feeling amazing. All of a sudden you feel amazing every day. All of a sudden you see clearly, you think more clearly, you don't have that brain fog, you have more energy. So anything that makes you feel less than that, it makes you feel like shit. You're like, what the fuck? Why am I eating this? Why would I eat this? It tastes disgusting. Not only does it taste gross, it'll make you feel like shit too. Make you feel like shit too. Let's see. We got one from Ryan. Drop your thoughts down below. We'll read a couple of these throughout the show. I think it's a good topic for today. A good thing to get into when we get into some more knowledge cock. I'll read some more. We get into the knowledge cock portion. I'll read some more stories, so drop them in the comments. I ate fast food when I was out of town. This is from Ryan. First time in years, I got sick as fuck. It was like drinking water in Mexico. No joke. Oof. Don't drink bottled water. All right, we got one from Clem inside the Swolenormous X, the SwoleFam discussion boards. Hi, everyone. I'm Clem. I'm 24. I'm from Australia. I'm still a beginner when it comes to the gym. I weigh around 41 kilograms. My goal is to gain muscle and keep getting stronger. I do yoga too. Sounds like you're a perfect fit, Clem. Welcome to the fam.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
Super awesome. Super awesome. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for taking care of your fucking health and doing yoga. Thank God we got some people doing yoga from the get. Joanne, this is not going to be a post about what I haven't been doing, rather a post to say what I am doing. Small goals, I need to just focus on the next small step and do it one at a time. My goals for the next 24 hours make a majority of my nighttime meal the salad. Number 2, walk my son home and take the dogs, raining or not. We all need the exercise. And 3, gym at 4:30, practice preliminary Muay Thai basics and exercises from primer week, then 35 minutes, or 35 minutes and jogging 10-minute intervals. If I can do these simple things and I can plan further ahead, sure, excellent. And you might like some type of intermittent fasting where you really just don't eat later in the day. I mean, salads are questionable. Make sure you're getting in, right? Make sure you're getting in your nutrients. Make sure you're eating real food too, by the way. Getting in those organ meats and such. We talk about that a lot. Salads are for animals, in my opinion. But make sure you're getting in your nutrition. And I do agree that eating late at night will make it more challenging for you to fall asleep oftentimes. So make sure you're not eating super, super heavy later in the evening. That way you can digest, because you don't want to be digesting while you're sleeping. You want to be relaxing, resting, recovering, repairing. Good for you, Joanne. All right, let's see here. No lady here on the SwoleFam Discord. I wish the text was bigger. I train every day, even if I can only do 20 minutes of yoga before the kids interrupt me. I also walk in the morning, but when I do get more intense training during the process and even after working out, I feel awful mentally. I don't know why, but I always end up thinking about how fat I am and how I can't do things I want to do. For example, I get mad and feel defeated that I still can't plank more than 20 seconds, even after trying to plank every day for about 6 months now. Well, that doesn't make sense. You should easily be able to. If you're doing 20 seconds, you could definitely do more. You can definitely do more than 20 seconds. Stop. You could do it 21. If you do 20, you could do 21. Fact. If you do 21, you could do 22. Fact. You could do another second for sure. 1 second at a time makes a big difference. I try to redirect my thinking into how much I have achieved and I can do that. I can do what I couldn't before, but my mind always brings me to a darker place, and that I might even have my husband lose interest in me if I don't lose the weight in time, which is silly because he started the relationship with me when I was 310 pounds. Basically just venting and wondering if I am not the only one who doesn't feel amazing and refreshed from working out. You don't feel amazing and refreshed. Well, count me out of that one. I feel amazing when I'm done training. And if of those people, how they help themselves to find more joy in working out, you get joy out of the results. I mean, fitness is hard work. You're not there for fucking entertainment. You're not doing a Zumba class. You're there to put in fucking work. You're there to get it done. I mean, your results are going to speak for themselves. Look at this. You talk about how fat you are. You have a terrible, terrible internal monologue. Like, stop beating the shit up out of yourself, for fuck's sake. Like, all this is all just completely negative, right? I train every day, even if I could only do 20 minutes of yoga before the kids interrupt me. That's a negative. You're looking at that as a negative. That's amazing. That's amazing. You're doing 20 minutes of yoga. You're doing 20 minutes of yoga that's fantastic. You walk in the morning. That's great. You feel awful mentally. That has nothing to do with your training. That's something else. That's something else, right? When you say during the process, even after, I feel awful mentally. Like, exercise is not there to, all right. This is what we talk about this a lot with meditation. Meditation is going to be something that you should be focusing on big time, because exercise can help you feel better mentally, but physical training is not going to solve a mental issue, right? Physical training is not going to solve a mental problem. You have to approach mental distress with a mental approach, setting better habits, setting time for yourself, practicing brain gains, practicing yoga, things like that. I mean, yoga, look, she's saying that she doesn't really always have a lot of time for yoga. I get it. But that's what's important. That's what's important, that you are addressing the issue to the source, not just trying to exercise thinking that you're going to be exhausted and all of a sudden your brain's going to be organized and taken care of. I feel amazing after a workout, but also it's important. If you have a lot of mental issues, low self-esteem and issues like that, you're not always, it's not going to solve it. It's not magic. Just because you get your heart rate up and you're sweating doesn't mean you have confidence in yourself. So you need to be coming after that from a different perspective, coming at that from a different direction. But absolutely, what you said in the second paragraph, I try to redirect my thinking, how much I've achieved. Of course, absolutely. My mind always brings me back to a darker place. You need to be addressing that. That's the issue here. Exercise is not going to solve that, but sticking with your discipline for sure. You still can't plank more than 20 seconds. I think you can. If you can do 20 seconds, you could do 21. It's just your training protocols or your approach to that and your progression to doing a plank for more than 20 seconds probably isn't effective enough. You're not doing it right. You can't just, you will be able to do longer and more the more you do it. So you easily, if you're practicing for 6 months and you're doing 20 seconds, you could do 21, 22, 23 for sure. So of course I'm not there, so I'm just throwing that out there, but you definitely could do it. And I think you need to address that with brain gains and with psychological attention. Exercise will help, but it's not going to solve that problem, right? It's not going to solve it completely. But I feel amazing. I feel amazing after training. Most people do. Sometimes you might not have a great workout and you're like bummed out by it, but the benefits and the outcomes are what drives most people. Raimundas. Hi, I'm Raimundas, personal trainer from Lithuania, but living in the UK. I've been training for 15 years. Welcome to the fam. Short and sweet. Welcome to the fam, Raimundas. Welcome. Gorillas for you. All right, Steph, week 2 of the 90-day dash is in the books and week 3 starts today. I ordered some resistance bands that will be delivered tomorrow, and my husband is adding some hooks into the wall above and below one of our windows so I can do the inverted pull-ups and straight arm pull-downs more effectively. I'm still struggling with the yoga, but I keep trying. I've been bouncing around some of the starter classes instead of the ones listed in the weekly plans to see if I can find an aha moment with one of them. I'm not sure what that means. Struggling with the yoga, but I keep trying. It's called practice. You're not struggling, you're practicing. And I don't know what the aha moment is. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. You don't need an aha moment to practice yoga, but you'll feel the benefits, especially if you stop doing it for a while, you'll feel the change. The mobilization days and weight days are going well. I've been continuing the cardio I was doing before as well. Excited to start week 3. Very nice. Good shit. Good shit. All right. Excellent. Very nicely done.
Shampoo my crotch.
Fantastic. Yeah, you're not always going to feel like it. That's for damn sure. That's the funny thing about a lot of this stuff. When people ask me, like, how do you stay motivated? How do you always feel like going to the gym or training? It's like, well, what does that have to do with anything? If today is a day to work out, then today's the day to work out. If today is a day where you need to put in the work and you feel good, you might not mentally feel like training, but if your body is ready for it, it's time to fucking go. It's time to go. You're not going to be able to understand that fine line between taking a day off where like, okay, I need to override my body and just chill today and do yoga and mobility. You're not going to have that experience until you're training for years and years and years, maybe 5-10 years easily. You're not going to be able to read your body like that. Most people, when they don't feel like doing it or they feel the slightest hint of inconvenience or, just because you're feeling a little sore or stiff doesn't mean you shouldn't be lifting today. Sometimes you just got to warm up and mobilize, depends on what kind of workout you're doing. If your legs are a little bit stiff and sore, but you're doing upper body, then it's fine. That's fine. You got to like mobilize. If you are really run down and you're not recovered enough, that's a whole other story. But most people at the beginning of their training, even for the first several years, they're not really that adept as to what their body needs. Because a lot of people train in the gym or exercise and they're eating like crap. They're sucking down tons of supplements. They're doing the classic bro shit. They're eating chicken and rice and they're just doing the standard nonsense without practicing yoga. They're not meditating. They're not really eating high quality foods. So a lot of people are out of touch with their bodies. They think just because they do some bench press or some squats that they know fitness, or they're just because they have muscles and they might look good in the mirror doesn't mean they actually are healthy and doesn't mean they really know or they're not maximizing their own. It's a phase of life. When you're younger, you're going to be more superficial and you're going to want to have muscles and abs and look big and People are like that in general, but that's really not that's not the only thing. That usually comes as a byproduct of doing many other things to take care of your health. And it comes down to the 7 pillars, and that's why we follow them. These are often things that are missing, and it can enhance. You might have your nutrition and your training locked down, but once you start focusing on the other areas more, it's only going to snowball and complement what you're trying to accomplish. It's only going to move you forward in the right direction. It's only going to make it better for you. It's only going to help you maximizing your results. It's only going to help you. It's only going to help you. I mean, most of the time when there's a day where I don't feel like training and I go, and I know a lot of you, you're always dropping this in the comments below, and you could do the same right now. If you have had one of the best workouts ever when you didn't feel like doing it. So often when I don't feel it's not convenient, or I'm like, oh, I feel a little stiff. Should I work out? Let me just warm up and see how I feel. I'll have an amazing workout. Whether it's a PR, it's just a sick pump, it's a great fucking workout. And I can just think, I can't think of how many, because I've had hundreds, if not thousands of workouts in which I didn't want to do it first or beforehand. And I had a great workout, I had a sick pump, I had a great PR, or I, maxed out. I hate calling it a PR because that's some CrossFit shit, but personal record, but a new max or something like that. Hit some new type of threshold. Whether it's mobility or whether you're trying to do a certain pose in yoga and you kind of get it. It's always better when you do coats of paint. Any kind of training, it's always better when you do coats of paint. It's always better when you're doing a little bit every day. So most people are trying to find an hour of time to do yoga. A lot of people are trying to find an hour of time. And you saw one of the SwoleFam members was saying, hey, I only have, before my kids interrupt, I can only usually get about 20 minutes of yoga in. But if you do 20 minutes, even 10 minutes a day, you'll see night and day changes in your mobility. Night and day. You'll be night and day if you do that over the course of a few months. Night and day, just 10 minutes a day. And for me personally, there's a couple stretches that I do all the time. Like every day throughout the day, I'm doing certain stretches, and all of a sudden you just kind of open up and you start seeing a lot of progress. And it doesn't take a lot of effort. It just takes consistent effort. And I guess it does take a lot of effort in that sense. That's relative. That's subjective, but putting that effort in and making sure you do those coats of paint, that's the game changer right there. Let's see, Michelle. I started the same way. I couldn't hold a plank for more than 20 seconds without terrible back pain. I had 0 core and no back strength. A year later, I can hold a plank for almost 2 minutes with 35 pounds on my back. Never thought that would be possible. Don't give up. Well said. Well said. Good for you. Good for you. Let's see, Ryan, anyone ever play a game where your character has stats that you can build up? Every time you go to the gym, you are building up your personal stats. Every day is one more brick in the wall. I agree. It's all a coat of paint. Every workout. So if you have a bad day, like a bad workout, is there really a bad workout? I would say a bad workout is if you're sloppy and you make a mistake and you don't pay attention, you get hurt because then it sets you back. But if you went to the gym and you just didn't feel, sometimes you'll go to the gym, or you'll load up the bar, whether you're doing legs, you're doing squats, or you're doing bench press or something, and you'll lift the bar. And how many of you have had that feeling as well, or that experience where just a lot of weight doesn't go up, to put it lightly? You go to bench, you just don't have that kind of strength. Let's say normally you bench 100 pounds or 200 pounds, and all of a sudden it just feels heavier with a lot less on the bar, whether it's you're exhausted, maybe you didn't sleep well, maybe you didn't hydrate enough, maybe you're just not recovered enough, or for whatever fucking reason, it's okay. Just do a higher rep workout. Like this is where people get hung up. You let the ego just take you over, and oh my God, I'm so weak. What the hell? I'm so much weaker. Am I losing all my gains? Oh, it's not working. I should just quit. I'm always going to be skinny or fat or whatever. If I'm feeling really stiff, like today, I'm feeling a little bit tight because I've had great workouts. I've been doing some deep stretching, so I feel a little tight. I don't know if I want to put a ton of weight on my body for like heavy squats today. So I'm probably going to do, hip bridges. I'll do like heavier hip bridges because that's a great, you don't have to put a lot of load on your back. Like, I don't know if I feel like doing squats with back load or front loaded today. I'll see how I feel. But those are the options, Mike. Theoretically, if I'm like, I just feel a little bit tight, maybe my back workout, I'm just not completely fit, recovered from that, I'll shift over to doing more like a glute focus, and I'll do, let's say, kettlebell swings or hip bridges. Because sometimes you just don't feel like being under a heavy bar. You just don't want to do squats, or you're still feeling physiologically, because that takes a lot out of you psychologically, physiologically. Squats and heavy lifting is exhausting. So when you need recovery, when you're looking for recovery, when you're focusing on pillar number 4, let me bring that back up here. Pillar number 4, recovery, that's psychological, that's physiological. It's not just physical recovery. It's very stressful on your nervous system to do, maximum strength lifting. So it takes a lot out of you. So make sure you're getting your recovery in. Anyway, different things to think about. All you got to do is just shift the approach with the exercise that you're choosing. You could have an amazing workout. So it's very low risk, and it's a lot less stress on the body, from the skeletal system, but it's leg day and it's focused. So I haven't done a lot of hip bridges in the last week or so. So I'm going to be doing some probably more hip bridges today, and I'll feel good. And if I feel loosened up a little bit, I'll probably do some more higher rep squats. So those days where you don't feel like going super, 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 super heavy, up the repetition, still push towards failure. Just get like a high rep pump, and it's fucking sick. Build tons of muscle with higher reps. There you go. The only bad workouts are the ones that don't happen. I mean, there's some times when you don't want to train. There's some days where you need a day off. You need recovery, physical recovery. You could do active recovery and yoga and mobility. But unless you're getting hurt or injured, then you could get something done. You can focus on an area of your training that needs some more attention. Okay. It's a great thing to adjust to. Let's take a couple questions, 1 or 2 questions. If you got them, you could drop them in the comments. I'll take one from Instagram, but if you have a question live, I'll take a couple, and then we're going to get into some balls deep because it's Tainty Magooch. Make sure you drop the hashtag Tainty Magooch. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. You got to win the Swole card for the Falcon comes and gets it. I know. They want your Swole card. They want your card, Falcon. They're looking at your beach. Like, stop looking at my girl. Well, Tessie is looking sexy like a snack. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. If you got a question, drop in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. Let's take this one from Omer Marciano. Papa Swolio, is doing bodyweight exercises every day plus regular gym routine is good or bad for the body? Every day, like what? You need the context. It depends. Like what? Bodyweight exercise every day? Well, if you're just doing like, hey, I do 50 push-ups every day. Some people have that routine where they wake up, they do 50 squats, they do 100 push-ups. Not personally my thing, but you could definitely do it. I love doing mobility first thing in the day for sure. I'm doing mobility work, but some people like to do some pull-ups and stuff. That's good too. I do a dead hang, maybe a couple pull-ups, just kind of stretch out my back a little bit. But there's really nothing wrong with it at a low level. But if you're doing intense bodyweight exercises plus the gym, honestly, you're probably not doing enough at the gym. If you still have energy or you're still doing a lot of body weight training in addition to the gym, you can easily go harder in your gym sessions. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Say good or bad. It's not good or bad. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish? If you're trying to bulk up a lot, put that energy into your weight training and rest and recover for your next weight training workout. Let's see. Christine, gotta drop that hashtag Ask Papa Swole. I'll let it slide this time. I fucked up my knee during my time in the military, and it's almost impossible for me to do a good lunge. I always substitute squats for lunges. Is this okay? You're beating around the bush. You need to be addressing. I don't know what fucked up your knee, but you need to be addressing that with mobility. Doing ass to grass lunges, like squats, like doing yoga and yogi squats is fantastic. But doing that in a lunge position, you can elevate your front foot and lean into it, allowing your knee and your ankle to travel forward, focusing also on strengthening your anterior tibialis on the front of your leg, using things like the tib blaster or doing toe lifts, leaning back up against the wall to strengthen your anterior tibialis. Like a lot of people's issues when it comes to the knees is that the tendons, you're not getting full range of motion. You're rarely, if ever, getting that. In our society, we don't learn how to squat all the way down. People's calves are super tight, which tightens up the hamstrings, which tightens, everything's tight. Everything's tight. Everything's tight. Hamstrings are tight. Calves are tight. The soleus and the gastrocnemius are tight. The Achilles tendon's tight. The anterior tibialis is weak. So especially with heels and high heeled shoes and sneakers, we're completely shutting down. We're completely shutting down our ankles to be able to focus properly and allow the knee to travel forward while decreasing pressure on the knee. So it depends on what the actual issue is, but absolutely, there's definitely ways to improve that because lunging is seriously like getting up off the ground. Lunging is just getting up off the ground. So it's important to be able to rehab your knee. There's definitely methodologies. I just can't explain it all right now, but squats are great. Squats are fantastic, but don't detour around the issue. You need to be strengthening your knees and working into that. There's some good resources out there for that. And I'm putting more content, of course, into X relating to that. I'm sorry to hear that. Ow, I landed on my knee and it popped itself out. Fuck. So why can't you, what hurts when it does, it just hurts or what? What's going on with that? Batosai Ken, is the link for a free Swole class just a one-time class? Well, you can go and check it out, and then as long as it's available with that link, you can do the class. It's for one class, but yeah, you can do that class as long as it's available. Let's see, Miss Raven. I'm a little confused. In the last 2 weeks, all that has changed is I have skipped doing additional cardio for an hour hike, and I kind of threw calorie counting out. I'm down 3 to 5 pounds. There you go. So maybe you're overexhausting yourself, and maybe you're just relaxed a little bit, so your stress levels are lower because you're not micromanaging, so you lost weight, and probably you threw calorie counting out. You're probably still in a caloric deficit. That's good news. Or you're drinking more water, you're sleeping better, but don't underestimate the power of stress. So if you're stressing yourself out, and your body isn't recovering enough, that's why endless exercise and more isn't always better, because your body is in a constant state of elevated stress and it's not recovering properly. So it'll retain fat and your body will just kind of shut down. Alpha Tyler, what are the effective ways to build the habits of bulking? To build the habits of bulking. Never heard it put that way. Without packing on too much weight. Do you want to bulk or not? Seriously, people are pussyfooting around bulking. Bulking is putting on fucking size. Do you want to put on size or not? Seriously, if you're going to try to tiptoe around bulking, you're not going to bulk. People underestimate how hard it is to put on muscle. You cannot give your body an inch, how much, without packing on too much weight. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you want to put on weight or not? You're not going to gain 50 pounds overnight. So eat in a very slight caloric surplus and increase your consumption very slowly over the course of weeks. You can go up 250 calories per day over the course of 2 weeks. Do 250 calories, be directly on point, eat 2250, for example, and then for a week or two. And then if you're not gaining enough, go to 2500 for 2 weeks and then go to 2750. But if you want to calorie count and micromanage, that's all it is. You don't want to overeat and excess consumption. You don't want to overconsume for too long. Okay, we're going to move into balls deep in a second. Let's take one more. Christos, do you plyometric training has a place in people's training routine? For what individuals would you recommend them, and for who you wouldn't? Plyometrics, for advanced. Overweight people, beginners, no. There's very low levels of plyometric, but you want to build into that very slowly. And also depends. Most people have terrible posture. They're wearing sneakers and their ankles and knees are all jacked up, especially if you're overweight or obese. No plyo. How much do you actually need? What's the purpose of it? What are you trying to accomplish? I do some, not a ton of it. It's not really something that's super necessary in my training, but it's beneficial. It's standard squat jumps and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with that. I go through periods where I'll do more of it, but you have to ease into that real slow. But so many people are doing jumps and all this kind of stuff when they're obese. It's just, that's Russian roulette. A lot of people have, knee valgus, so they're putting a lot of pressure on their knees. It leads them towards, shin splints or plantar fasciitis, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there you go. There's our answer. There you go. You're sleeping a lot more. That's probably why. Sleeping is the most important thing for your, reduces brain swelling. It's when your brain recovers and pretty much dumps and replenishes and cleanses. Cortisol levels drop. Your body's recovering. Yeah, when you sleep, you'll actually build more muscle. You'll look leaner. Yeah, your body's recovering. Most people are sleep deprived. Most people are chronically dehydrated. Most people eat like shit. Most people don't exercise. Most people don't sleep. Most people are super stressed out. That's why I think everyone's fucking sick. So many people are fucking sick. Sleeping will lean you out big time. Fam, the time has come, the walrus said, to go balls deep.
That's deep.
All right, speaking of balls deep, we have balls deep for summer coming up. Monday, May 31st, a week from yesterday, so 6 days. Balls deep for summer, very excited, major releases. Don't miss out on that. Balls deep for summer, Monday, May 31st, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Be there or be motherfucking square. And this Thursday, day after tomorrow, Swole TV special event, Nuts on Chin Unplugged, 8 p.m. Eastern time inside Swole TV for members only. If you want to get access to every single episode of The Daily Swole, don't miss out on a single one. Join the fam today, swolenormousx.com. You get access to all the private live streams. You'll never miss an episode of your favorite show, the favorite famous show, Daily Swole, Swole TV special event this Thursday, May 27th. Don't miss out on that. Nuts on Chin Unplugged are the greatest. We go watch, we do reactions to throwback videos from old school Papa, and they are intense. They are quite intense. All right, we got some shit posting going on. Let's start this off right. Let's start this off with a tweet, and let's watch. We got a couple of videos here. You ready for a couple? Let's do that. We'll do the videos last. How about that? Videos last. We got some videos today, fam. We got some videos. Let's see. Christos, one more thing. I read recently that plyometrics can be beneficial for old people and that they reduce the risk of falling. That's actually grip strength. Yeah, plyometrics can be fine. Yeah, low level, but grip strength is one of the most important things for elderly. Like weightlifting in general. Weightlifting and yoga. Like plyometrics, seriously, if you're doing plyometrics, old people should be practicing yoga. They won't fall if they're stabilized with yoga. Plyometrics seems a little bit of a weird thing to... Yeah, plyometrics are beneficial to anyone, but it seems like a strange thing for old people. Yeah, have old people do plyo. That sounds safe. It sounds stupid, actually. How old? What are you defining as old? Anyway, yoga and grip strength for sure. And, if someone's able to do some type of plyometrics, I mean, technically stepping off a curb is plyometric, your body, the stretch shortening cycle. So yeah, take care of your health, exercise, do yoga, 7 pillars, and don't be a beach, right? Don't be a boosh. You'll end up like Tainty Magooch. It's Tainty Tuesday, right? After all. Okay, let's get into the first post. We do got some videos today. Kirsten Ackerman, RD. Uh-oh. We got an Instagram or Twitter RD. Quote, here's what it writes. You can't be addicted to something that is necessary for survival. I'm looking at you, sugar. Really? Oh, I hit the wrong button. What I meant to send you was...
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
I meant to send you a hobo's dick cheese. Would you say you're addicted to water or air or sleep? Nope. Wow, this chick is really dumb. Wow, this chick is really... God, yeah, it's shocking how stupid people can be.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
How do we silence this one? Man, you can't be addicted to something that is necessary for survival. But guess what? Sugar, your body can create it. You don't need to eat it though, actually. So it's actually not necessary for survival in consumption standards. Your body can create glucose with proteins. Your body can create energy and use ketones. Your body can survive just fine. Your body can create sugar via gluconeogenesis with it from amino acids. So your body can actually do that. This is very silly. This is very, very silly. This is very silly. Now, we're not talking about fruit, are we? She's talking about sugar. Well, let me tell you, in nature, you're not finding sugar in pure form. You're not finding just sugar. There's always other micronutrients and other things like, in fruits and stuff like that. You can absolutely be addicted. And vegetable oils, all these things, it's a silly person. You're a silly goose, Kirsten, and you're absolutely incorrect. What a fool. Oh my God. What is this? Let's see here. Oh, these are... Let's see here. Okay. Well, the next thing we got, what else we got here?
What's in the box?
All right. New report. 500 million people now have diabetes, and most don't even realize. U.S. scientists warn as global cases quadruple in 40 years. You don't fucking say. You don't fucking say.
Well, I'll be damned.
Shocker. Anyone else shocked? 500 million people. A study by the University of Michigan researchers shows that almost 500 million people globally, but most don't know it. Of course not. Metabolic inflexibility, metabolic disease, metabolic dysfunction is very common, even without having pre-diabetes. I'm telling you, all these people online that are trying to justify eating garbage food, being like, oh, well, it's low in calories, low in sugar. Oh, it's only this if it's keto. All the vegetable oils, all those seed oils, all of those processed sugars, all those inflammatory foods is going to bite everyone in the... It already is. I shouldn't say this is something in the future. They're going to be sorry. Look at this shit. It's getting worse and worse. Can we stop talking about calorie counting and go back to the quality of the food, please? Thank you. Thank you. Just been fucking screaming this for years. Yeah, and a lot of people have. It's ridiculous. Food quality is the most important thing. Fuck your calorie counting nonsense with your, 100-calorie cookie bars with, packed with garbage fucking protein and shit aspartame and sucralose. Great, let me suck that down. Ooh, canola oil. Excellent. Sunflower oil, safflower oil. Oh, so good. Put that in my body. Put it in my fucking mouth. The number of people living with diabetes more than quadrupled since 1980, with 80% of sufferers living in low and middle income countries. Nearly 90% had type 2 diabetes, which can occur due to a unhealthy lifestyle. Only 1 in 10 were getting the care they need to live with it. You're doing what's necessary to reverse it and to undo the damage. But hey, just getting the care, take some meds, you'll be fine. Just take some meds. Take some meds. Take some meds. Let's see. Health experts have previously blamed a combination of large-scale movement of people from the countryside to live in cities, unhealthy diets, and sedentary lifestyles. We got Tom Hanks, I guess. Oh, so Tom Hanks has type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is not... Why are they listing Nick Jonas, who suffers from type 1? Why? That has nothing to do with this. What the fuck? They're trying to just... Why was Nick Jonas there? Why? I'm not going to read these fucking charts. I'm not going to read that shit. Let's get to the next one. No shit, Sherlock. Shocker. All right. Raquel at Born to Be Drama. So when you're engaging with someone on Twitter and their handle is at Born to Be Drama, you kind of don't want to engage with those people because you know they're only there to start a fight. They're only there to play the victim. They're only there to complain. They're only there to fucking bitch and moan about how everyone is harming them. They're such a victim. You do realize, Raquel, before I even read this, you do realize that your personality is what drove people away from you to begin with, which is why you're so desperate for love and attention. So if you change yourself to be a better person, take some personal responsibility for the things that you claim to not want when you actually really do, it's so obvious. Why would you try to actively push something so far away? It's because you actually want to be in better shape. You want to be healthier. But rather than that, you just want love and attention, so you're going to play the fat victim. Oh my God, everyone's out to get me. Nope, you're out to get the Big Macs, and you have to... It's like you got to... Let's flip the script a little bit. I haven't even read the post yet, but this is probably where it's going to go. Raquel writes, I need fat people to be everywhere in fashion. All right, see, I was right. I need fat references for accessories. What are you talking about? I need fat wrists to model bracelets, fat arms holding handbags, fat fingers in rings, fat calves in boots, fat feet in heels. I need more fat references. I need fashion to stop failing us. Ew. Stop fucking eating so much garbage food. Exercise a little bit. You won't be fat. It's not magic. It's just actual effort. What are you talking about? I see fat wrists all the time. I see fat arms holding handbags all the time. I see fat fingers all the time. I see fat calves. I see fat feet. I see fat people everywhere. They're easy to see if you haven't noticed. Camille Rose responds, yes and no. I don't necessarily agree with thin people being the main objective, but in the same breath, we shouldn't be promoting obesity either. A good middle healthy individual is what we should see. Middle healthy? Okay. All right. So this person doesn't agree, which most people shouldn't because it's stupid asinine nonsense from Raquel. But let's see. Raquel responds probably with some more compassionate hate. Raquel, I disagree entirely. Of course you do. Of course you do. You were born to disagree. It's quite patronizing to assume that fat bodies aren't healthy and that all thin ones are. Stop. Saying that all thin bodies aren't healthy to justify obesity being healthy, that's not an argument. Okay, that's not an argument. That is not an argument. You can't say that all thin bodies are healthy. That doesn't mean that all fat bodies are healthy. That means no fat. If you're fat, you're not healthy. If you're thin, you're not necessarily healthy. It's like all fish live in the sea, but not everything that lives in the sea are fish. You're not healthy if you're obese. There's something going on. Now, does it mean you're going to drop dead of a heart attack today if you're 10 pounds overweight? I'm not saying that, but it's not healthy. That's literally a sign that there's some type of endocrine disruption. There's some type of chronic inflammation, metabolic dysfunction, poor sleep patterns, poor hydration patterns, poor nutrition patterns, poor exercise habits or lifestyle, stress in your environment. There's a lot of factors that leads to people being fat. It's not normal. It's average. It should not be the norm. Just because you see it everywhere, there's two different types of normal, right? There's two types of normal. There's, I see that everywhere, so that's normal. And there's this is what the body should be doing. The human body should be moving. The human body should be eating real fucking food. This human body should be getting sunlight. The human body should be doing all these things. You can say it's my opinion, or you can reference the hundreds of millions of years of evolution. It's your choice. But, saying that a thin person could be a chain smoking alcoholic, true. Not saying that they're healthy. But at the same time, that doesn't mean just because a thin person might not necessarily be healthy, doesn't mean that a fat person is healthy. So she continues, you're using health in bad faith, by the way, to derail the conversation, which is fat people exist and deserve robust clothing options and visibility. There is no middle. You should stop worrying about being so robust and being more anti-fragile, because it sounds like you can't take any shit. It sounds like you're playing the victim and complaining rather than taking personal responsibility for you being fundamentally not a healthy person. I'm sorry, you're not fat. Actually, I'm not sorry, but you're fat for a fucking reason. You are. And your personality sucks right there. Your victim personality, it sucks. And there's a reason why you're so starved for love and attention. And it's why you're so adamantly trying to play the victim, actively playing the victim, actively putting it out there, actively being on Twitter to promote this nonsense, is because you're desperate for acceptance, because you want to be thin or thinner. That's why you're using the term thin. Thin people, fat people. Stop talking about it and do work on yourself, and you won't have to fucking worry about it. You might not have as many followers on Twitter because your personality sucks, but you can work on that in the process too. You can lose some extra body fat and lose that cunty attitude of yours. Everyone wins. Problem solved.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
All right, I pat myself on the back for that one. Papa Swole saving the world one twat at a time. Oh my God. You know the other thing too? Especially in a society where we need to start, bringing more industry back to the United States ASAP before World War III. It's important to understand that if there are these pain points in the industry, create your own fucking brand. Make clothes for fatties. Do it. Make clothes for fat people. There is an industry for you, fine. So where are all the fat people? Where are the fat people? Start a business, promote it, see how well you do. Maybe you do really well, maybe you bomb, and there's no market for it. Okay? It's one thing for people to, retweet you and be like, you go queen, yes queen, you go girl, preach queen. And it's a whole other thing for someone to actually spend hard-earned money on your fat clothing and your fat virtue signaling. So if you don't like what's out there, start a business. Start a business and shut the fuck up. Okay. Are we there? I think we're there. We got a little bit more. We got some ball holes deep. It's so deep. It's so deep. You ready for this? We got 2 juicy ones. Ready for some juice? Who's ready for some juice? What's in the box? All right. This one is this is a video. This guy, these are both from TikTok. They're both disgusting. This is fast food. This guy, I guess, got a hamburger in this tin. He got like this McDonald's hamburger in a tin and never opened it, and opened it 20 years later. All right, let's watch this together and try not to vomit.
Since then, David has kept this burger in its tin and hasn't opened it until now.
All right. I have no idea. Maybe it's turned to dust. There's the sack that it came in. That was the wrapper it was in. And that's disintegrating more than the hamburger is, probably. There it is. My gosh.
Oh, my God.
It hasn't changed. The pickle's the only thing that's disintegrated. This is actually the receipt. I had to put it in plastic. It was just going to be gone. Do you want to smell it?
That's usually a no from me, but this burger had only a faint smell of
cardboard.
Cardboard, yeah.
That hamburger is 20 years old.
It smells like cardboard.
Yeah. What's your reaction to seeing it like this?
Scary.
Scary.
Gaming.
Gross. Oh my God. Look at this thing. It looks exactly the fucking same. It looks exactly the same. Have you seen those things? Have you seen those things like in elementary schools where they've done those experiments in science class where they'll buy hamburger and fries and they'll put it under glass for a couple weeks or a couple months and it doesn't change at all. It just maybe dries a little bit. Yeah, if food is not rotting and you're not getting maggots and stuff on it, there's something wrong if bugs and insects and bacteria won't even eat it. Like, this is fucking crazy. If you leave a piece of fruit out, it's going to rot and disintegrate, and there's going to be ants and bugs and flies. If you leave a piece of steak out, there's going to be maggots and flies, and it's going to eat it away over time. It's going to rot, and it's going to disintegrate. It's going to be consumed. It's going to go back to the earth. Fuck. Nasty, right? Absolutely nasty. Gross. Okay. That being said, everyone's like, gross. Let's see. MN, my best friend and I left a Christmas cake and fruit cake in a tin for years. Really? I bet Tess Holiday would eat it. Ooh.
Matt Damon.
Ouch. Gross. Let's see. Didn't Burger King start an ad campaign about how their food now rots to show it's fresher? Yeah, something like that. Isn't it gross? Like, hey, look, our food is rotting. Hey, everyone, look, our food is rotting. I promise it's real. I promise our food is fucking real. All right, this one's even grosser. You ready for this? I'm gonna duet this probably on TikTok at some point. This is a chick. This is full-blown Tainty Magooch. By the way, last chance, drop in the comments below. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Drop that in the comments down below. We'll give that Swole card away in just a couple moments. All right, so this one is so vegans, okay? So vegans, any vegans out there, if you want bacon, but you don't want to eat an actual quality piece of pastured heritage breed pork bacon, you could do what this twit does. Here we go. Oh boy.
Let's make banana peel bacon.
Banana peel bacon. Let's see how many ingredients are in this. Ugh. Pure sugar. More sugar. More sugar and salt. The salt. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God. Olive oil. Yes. Fry it in fucking olive oil. Spray vegetable all over it.
Insane. In freaking sane. I'm not kidding you guys, this tastes so similar to real bacon.
Oh my God.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Lieutenant Dan.
Oh my God. You want cancer? You want cancer? If you want cancer today, if you don't want to wait, for cancer, you just want to fucking turn that shit up to 11, you eat what she just made right there. You know how bad it is to fry shit in vegetable oil? She's spraying the pans with, canola oil and all that nonstick spray. Brown sugar, just honey or maple syrup. So it's sugar, a banana peel, and all this liquid smoke preservative shit to make it taste like bacon. Eat the fucking bacon. Eat the fucking bacon. Seriously.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about you.
Eat the fucking bacon.
I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No,
so you
not really.
Eat the bacon. Eat the actual bacon. That's so disgusting. What's with, and this is the thing, I don't care if you're a vegan. Eat real food. If you're going to be a vegan, eat real fucking food. You could be a really unhealthy vegan like this person. That's disgusting. That is so bad for you. You're frying a banana peel to make it taste like real fucking bacon. Eat real bacon. Stop killing yourself. You're literally killing yourself eating that shit. So fucking gross. So fucking gross. I'll slow go through it. We can look through it because it was really fast for a TikTok video. So right here, ready? Look. What does that say? Fruit and vegetable wash. Okay. Scrape it. Soy sauce. Great. Put some soy all over it. Ugh. Gross. Liquid smoke. Ugh. Pure maple syrup. So get that sugar in there. Apple cider vinegar. More sugar. And you got some seasonings. All right. What's with her fucking like top flipping shit? It's like, you're going to go pick all that stuff up. What the fuck is that? Miso white. Ugh. Plastic. Excuse me. Whatever the fuck that is. Miso, whatever the fuck. Plastic neutral organic miso. Okay. Ew. Extra virgin olive oil. Frying it in olive oil. Yeah, it's not a high temp. You're going to be... That's so carcinogenic. This is disgusting. It's so disgusting. Yeah, she ate the fucking banana peel. She loves the fucking... She's eating the banana peel. Yeah, if you crave bacon while vegan, maybe being vegan isn't right for you. Honestly, all this kind of shit, making fake bacon, that's... Why doesn't anyone... I always talk about this. Why doesn't anyone understand how mentally disturbed that is? That's mentally disturbed. You're going vegan, assuming you're not, she's obviously not doing it for her health. Okay. She's obviously not trying to do it for her fucking health. She's doing it for virtue signaling. Because you're making animal foods. You're making if you're making a burger that's made from plants, but it looks like a burger, why would you want to make something that looks like a dead animal in your opinion? Why would you want to make foods that look like bacon that's from pigs? I'm sorry, anyone? Does anyone see the retardation here? If you're a vegan and you're eating vegan hot dogs, you have a mental disorder. You should get therapy. You should. You really want to have a hot dog, or you really want to have a burger, or you really want to have a steak, or you really want a piece of cheese, but you're going to make fake cheese because you won't. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Seriously. Seriously, if you're a vegan, eat real food and just avoid animal products. Like, do it. Do it. Eat real fucking food. Do it. Because you're killing yourself and you're poisoning yourself with this nonsense. And it's really twisted. It's some really twisted, it's some mental doublethink, self It's just brainwashing. It's really weird. Super weird. Super weird. Like, it doesn't work. Think about how ridiculous it is the other way, right? I'm going back. I can't look at her face anymore. All right. Think about how weird it would be the other way. All right. So if you don't think it's weird, if you think it's fine to have like a vegan hot dog or a vegan burger or vegan this, it's weird, right? It doesn't make sense. It's whack. Why would I make a steak that looks like a carrot? Okay. So if I want a ribeye steak, I'm going to make it look like a carrot. It's the same thing. I'm making a steak I can make the steak look like lettuce. That's what you're saying, because you're making it look like something that it's not. So why would I want my steak to look like an apple? It's the same thing as making a steak look like an apple. Oh, it looks like an apple and it tastes like an apple, but it's really steak. Think of how fucked up that is. It's the same thing, just reverse it. It's the same fucking thing, just reversed. Do you want your meat, a ribeye steak? It looks like an apple. It tastes like an apple, but it's actually a fucking piece of steak. No, it tastes like, because that's a banana peel that tastes like bacon, but it's not bacon. So it's going to be an apple that tastes like an apple, but it's actually a fucking ribeye steak. The fuck is wrong with people? No one really talks about how fucked up that is. It's okay if you're making a fake ass bacon, but no one would even in their right mind think, oh, this apple looks like an apple, it tastes like an apple, but it's really a ribeye steak. Just give me a fucking steak, bro. The hell is this sorcery? What's with this fucking, what's with this wizardry over here? Just give me the steak, Gandalf. Fucking hell. I never understood why vegans want all their food to taste like animals, Ryan. Yeah, no, because they want to eat them. Because it's natural. Because they're supposed to. That's why they want them so badly, but they feel guilty. Because their religion, it goes against their religion. It goes against their identity. It goes against their tribe. It goes against their friend circle. It goes against their team. That's why it's a fucking cult. It's a religion for so many people. I don't care. Like, there are people in the SwoleFam. There are people watching now that are vegan. But if you eat real food and you're not like you're not insane. So many people are just doing it for this ideological reason, and they're mistaken. They're just misdirected, and they're lost. And it's really weird. It's depressing too. It's kind of scary how people can just like let themselves just be brainwashed like that. But that's the narrative too, right? Meat's bad, meat's the enemy, meat's boiling the oceans. Eating meat is destroying the earth. Sure. Sure it is. Sure it is. I can make meat taste like an apple by smoking my meat, and that would be. Why would you ruin your meat though? I want my steak to taste like a steak. It sounds good though. Yeah. I know you're being sarcastic. I know. Do I think lab-grown meat will be a viable replacement? Not anytime soon. A viable replacement? No. Maybe to what extent? What does that mean? They're not going to be able to completely mimic it, at least in this lifetime. I shouldn't say that, but, replacement is relative. Edible? Think about this. You have to be making this shit, and then you have to see the results of this long term. So people are going to be eating this. People are already eating these Impossible Burgers. People are eating these Impossible Burgers, and people are going to be eating this lab-grown meat without any long-term studies on it. They'll say, oh, we did a study for this. You're not going to have 20, 30, 40, 50 years studies until people are eating this shit for 20, 30. If you want to be a test subject, eat that crap. Yeah, fuck that. Of course. Yeah, I don't, whether or not it's available, I'm going to not consume that. Thank you. Unless I'm forced to for survival. If, you know, I mean, I'll do what I can to survive, but it is what it is. If I have a choice, hell no. You never say never. I mean, they're going to do it. They're doing it now, but to what extent and to what effectiveness and to what it's going to be missing and all the other things that they can't test and they're not aware of that are not going to be beneficial for humans. Anyway, it is what it is. All right, Tainty Magooch, you know we got some new stuff. Nuts on Chin Unplugged coming up on Thursday. Very excited. Look at that nip. Here we go. Thursday, May 27th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you there. But of course, we got an episode tomorrow as Swole. We got some Tainty Magooch fam. Drop that hashtag in the comments down below. Let them test it on vegans. Agreed. Tainty Magooch. No. One more time. Round 2 coming right up. Here we go. Tainty Magooch. Don't be a beesh. Don't be boosh. Filling up like Tainty Magooch. Yeah. Michelle Gardner, congratulations. We do got a winner. Congratulations. At the buzzer. It was a close one. I almost landed on one the previous scroll. Congratulations, Michelle. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1845 in the subject, your mailing address. In the body of the email, congratulations. Excellent. Well done. We do have some more envelopes coming in, so the next batch of Swole cards will be going out ASAP. So this week we'll probably have some more Swole cards on the way out, or next week. This week or early next week for sure. So make sure you send us that email. Congratulations. And we'll get that Swole card out to you. Very nice, fam. Let's wrap this beesh up. Let's nut this beesh. Make sure you go get your pump on. Papa Swole's got a pump to go get. I got to go get my pump on now. I know, Falcon. It is time. It is time. It is time, Falcon.
I got hairy legs.
We know. We know, Joe. We know. We've always known.
The 3-letter word, jobs, J-O-B-S.
Mr. Strickland.
Come on, man.
Always nailing it. Fam, I will be seeing you tomorrow for episode 1846. We're already to 1846. Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining me for episode 1845, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because not flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Fam, you are the shit. I'll be back here tomorrow for 1846. Make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave a review. Leave a fucking review for the Daily Swole. Ooh, baby. Fuck yeah.
Boom shakalaka!
I see you, baby.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Oh yeah.
He's heating up.
I'm on fire. Wait.
He's on fire.
Absolutely.
Make sure the make sure you have the record player on at night. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by it. So you know the thing. What the fuck is that?
%60 of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh my God. So we'll see you tomorrow. Are you on Google Podcasts? Should be. It's everywhere. It should be on Google Podcasts. Just go check it out. Daily Swole. Available everywhere. It should be. It's on Stitch. It's on everywhere. It's distributed everywhere. So you should find it everywhere that you like to bang your ear hole. So go check it out. All right, fam. We'll see you tomorrow for 1846. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. SwoleNormanSex.com. Join the fam today. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget. Nuts on Chin Unplugged. Swole TV. Thursday. See you then, fam. Peace.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.